Welcome back to Best Car Fixes. Please subscribe, share, and like. This is Muhammad Harun Idris. Please, today we have a Jeep Liberty 2009. This car have a very crazy issue. When you start the car and you drive, it drives good. But if you park the car after the car is warm up, you come back after 5 minutes, 3 minutes to start it takes long cranking to start. Then it start. So now together, please don't forget subscribe, share, and like. Together we are going to see what happened, and we have to do a primary test if it is possible and it works. The car. After a complete diagnostic, when that happened, we check the fuel pressure, where the fuel pressure is located in this area here, fuel pressure port. You see this, where exactly it is? Fuel pressure port. You see the green port there, green thing there? That's the port. We took it out. We checked the fuel pressure, and we found that the fuel pressure is like, there is no fuel pressure when that happened. It built the fuel pressure and then it worked. So we know that we have a problem with the fuel pressure or with the fuel delivery. Even in this car, the fuel pump was replaced. Now, we come here, and why it's replaced? Because when you turn the key off, the fuel pressure drop in less than 5 minutes, it dropped less than 30 PSI, which is not recommended. It's supposed to hold the pressure a little bit. So we need to be sure that if everything is okay. So we come here on the totally integrated control module, and we try to locate the relay for the fuel pump. But this piece here is completely a complete computer. There's a computer inside here, and the fuel pump driver, which is the power that going to the fuel pump, is coming out directly from the computer. There is no relay for the fuel pump in this car. So before we go and change the whole piece, either we have to put a relay or we have to put some kind of ignition with the key on. You know, this car have a primary. That means if the ignition is on more than 3 seconds, the fuel pump power will not be there. It's like it have a primary. After you crank, the fuel pump mostly work through the crank or camshaft signal that the car is cranking, then it will start working. If the fuel pump, if you turn the ignition on while you are sitting doing other stuff, the fuel pump have the primary, it starts in like 3 seconds and stop. After that, the pump will not pump. Because sometimes you turn the ignition on to do other jobs and the fuel pump keep pumping, it doesn't make sense. Now, what we have to do here is we have a relay. One of those relay is start run relay. Start run means that while you're cranking, there is a power coming out of it, and while the engine is running, also we have power, and it can go to coils, injectors, and all other stuff. So now, what we need to do here is, first we need to locate the fuse that feed, when the power come out from the computer, is coming out and go through a fuse number, I believe, fuse number 33. I have a wiring diagram. No, fuse number 25M. By the way, if you need to work on a car like this, you must have wiring diagram. Please, wiring diagram or component or car information, like repair information, like Mitchell, On Demand, Aldater, Chrysler Tech Authority, they have the original wiring diagram component location. I get one wiring diagram here, as you see. This is from Identifix. If you have Identifix, subscribe with them. They have combination of OEM and aftermarket wiring diagram. Because without a wiring diagram, it's just like you're giving medicine to the patient without, good assume of here or there. It just help to diagnose. Those are tools to help to diagnose information. So look here, in this place here, this is the totally integrated control module diagram. And specifically, when you're coming here, it's a fuel pump out. So the M25 20 amp is a fuel pump that as soon as you start the car, power will come out from this module. You see, they call it electronic. This piece here, this is a box. Inside here, there is a computer. And also, the same computer will energize the run star relay. So run star relay have two fuses, M37 and M33. What we are going to do here is we are going to take power from after we're gonna upgrade one of those fuses like M35, 10 fuse. I'm gonna put 30 fuse here. And I would take power from here, from this output here, and I will give it directly to here, to this place here, to M35. This is the test. If it's working, either I have to change the whole total integrated control module, or I have to turn this one upside down and create a relay and put it here. Before we go through that, let us do this one. So what I am going to do is, fine, very nice. What I'm going to do, I have to locate where is the fuel pump relay. That means after the magic happen inside, the input and output from the car computer, which is there on that corner there, and that module or that computer also will not send signal unless you have to receive information from the sensors here, like camshaft position sensor. As soon as the signal comes to the computer will send other signals and send power out to the fuel pump. We need to get that relay or that fuse, take it out and do some kind of adapt, you know, like adapting some wire, and then put it in and see what can happen. Okay, first we need to know where is the fuse number 25M. If you have a magnifier or you have a good, you know, you can look. This is the first thing. You can open this box like this, and here there is a component location. Some companies like BMW, you have a wire like this printed, and they put it next to first aid or text, you know, like first aid or accessories on it. Now here we need to get the fuse, which is called M35. We're gonna look around here. If you see here, you see M35, I see it, M36, go slowly, or with this one also you can look at it. I'm gonna make the magnifier bigger a little bit, and then we look around where is M35. You see M25. You see here, this relay here, the K9, and then on the top M25. So that means on this side here, the first relay on this side. You see, this is where the big battery is sitting here. You see here, this is a big battery sitting here. And then we're gonna go up. This is a relay. So that M35 is the first relay here, M25. This is the first relay for fuel pump. Fuse number 20 amps. Okay, what it is here, you see? Fuel number M25, 20 amp. But there is no 20 amp here. You can get it here, the value of it. You can get M25, you see here, you say M25 fuel pump, okay? Or if it is diesel lift pump, here is what? 20 amp. So now we have 20 amp here, and also if you look here in this place is a fuse 25M, and it's a fuel pump out. Wiring diagram is very important. You can go to Identifix, Aldera, Mitchell, get your wiring diagram. Without wiring diagram, please don't work. It doesn't. And in this wire here, you can see dark blue and orange. If you go to the computer wire, you're gonna see if you go to the fuel pump location, you will see dark blue orange wire. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get one fuse like this. This fuse, I'm gonna take it out, and I will put a fuse here, and that fuse I'm gonna blow out one side of the fuse, so that I don't want to let the power, if I give power from the ignition here, I don't want this power go back to the computer. I just want the power coming from the departure, because this is from the computer, come to the fuse and go out. So I'm gonna blow out the fuse, make a bridge here, disconnect it, so the power that I'm gonna give it to this have to be from the ignition run relay. So we're gonna locate that one. So this one we already know where it is. Don't forget here to fuse 25 M25. It is the next. So this here you can even test while you're cranking. You can test if there's a power or not, to know if there is a power going to the fuel pump if you want to test it. Now the next step is I want to come to the run star relay, which is here. As soon as this machine send power here to the relay close, send power out, and it come to fuse number M33 and M37. You can upgrade this fuse to 30 amps and give power from here, this side, all the way to here, this side. So you can feed it with this pin close. So now our job is to locate either fuse M. This one here is heavy. We're gonna take this one. The M33 is not, it's only one, you see? It's only going here. So I'm gonna take fuse M37. Where is the fuse M37? M37, let's go together here. M37. So where it is? Look here. This is our relay. After the first second, those row, the first one. So we're not gonna go far. And the big relay here, the big relay K4, next to it is M37. So here, we come here to our relay here. You see, this is the relay. And then as soon as you come to this relay, you see this relay, the last one here, and you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, this one, and this is the relay that the corner. Diagram are very helpful. So I'm gonna take this relay out, and I'm gonna take this fuse out, and get another fuse, solder wire on it, and jump it to this one. So we have it here like this. That means we're gonna bypass the computer, and we are sure that anytime you crank the car, there is a power coming here. Okay, so we know what fuse we look for. This fuse here, and this fuse here, M37 and M25. And you see how they are laid out. If you look at the wiring diagram here, you see here, this is the relay, M25, the first one here, sorry, this is M25 and M37. Okay. So the second step is to go and look for the fuses. I'm gonna get another fuse, solder wire on it, and we're gonna put it back. Please subscribe, share, and like. And if you have any problem, feel free to ask, and watch us or follow us in the next video how to prepare the fuses. And then we drive test the car and see if the car will start right away after the engine warm up. Thank you.